We live in a world that's constantly moving. Every day feels like a race, doesn't it? From the moment we wake up, we're bombarded with noise, pressure, and distractions. It's like there's always something we need to do, somewhere we need to be. And in the middle of it all, we forget something so simple, yet so important. We forget to stop. We forget to pause. We forget to take a moment for ourselves. But what if I told you that you don't need to search for that peace or calmness outside of yourself? What if I told you that it's already inside of you, waiting, just waiting for you to find it? That's where meditation comes in. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Meditation sounds complicated. It sounds like something that's only for the super disciplined, the calm, the enlightened. You've probably heard about different techniques, mantras, incense, or fancy apps. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. It's really about keeping things simple, about reconnecting with yourself in a world that often wants to pull you away from who you truly are. It's about sitting down, closing your eyes, and just being. But before we dive into how to meditate, I want to ask you something important. Why do you want to meditate? Why? Out of all the things you could be doing right now, checking your phone, watching TV, scrolling through social media, did you choose to sit here and read this? What's your reason? Maybe you're stressed, overwhelmed, or just tired of the constant noise. Maybe you're looking for a way to feel calmer, more focused, or more present in your life. Maybe you want to understand yourself better. Or maybe you just need a break, a moment of stillness in the middle of everything. Whatever your reason, it's valid. It's enough. So, think about it for a second. Why do you want to meditate? Take a moment. Close your eyes if you can. What's your real reason? Maybe it's about finding peace, or maybe it's about letting go of the anxiety that constantly follows you. Whatever your reason is, it's personal to you. And that's the most important thing. Having a reason, something that's meaningful to you, is what will keep you coming back. You'll have days when it's hard to sit still, days when you just don't want to meditate. And on those days, your reason will pull you through. It'll remind you of why you started. Maybe it's because you want to feel more connected to yourself. Maybe you're looking for a little clarity in your life. Whatever it is, it matters. It's what keeps you going. But here's something else I want you to understand. Meditation is not about perfection. It's not about getting it right every time. It's not about reaching some higher state of consciousness or unlocking a secret about the universe. It's not about having a perfect session or even being calm the whole time. In fact, if you expect perfection, you're going to be disappointed. You might think that after a week of meditating, you should feel enlightened or at peace. But the truth is, meditation is a journey. It's not about the end goal. It's about the process. It's about the small shifts, the subtle changes that happen over time that really matter. You see, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that meditation should immediately bring about a big transformation. But that's not how it works. Meditation is like planting seeds. In the beginning, it may feel like nothing is happening. Your thoughts wander. You get distracted. You might even feel frustrated. But that's okay. That's part of the practice. Every time you sit down to meditate, even if it feels like nothing is changing, something is happening. Slowly, over time, those seeds begin to grow. Your mind starts to feel clearer. You become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. You find it easier to be present. And most importantly, you start to connect with your true self in a deeper way. It's important to know that some days will be harder than others. There will be times when you can't focus, when your thoughts keep pulling you away, when you feel like you're not getting anywhere. And on those days, it's easy to get discouraged. But I want you to remember something. Those bad days are still part of the journey. They're part of the process. Meditation isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, even when things aren't going the way you'd like them to. It's about being gentle with yourself, especially on the difficult days. And those days will come. But here's the beautiful thing. As you continue, you'll learn that there's no such thing as a bad meditation session. There's only practice. And with practice comes progress. So, let's talk about managing your expectations. When you first start, it's natural to think that you should be able to sit perfectly still, clear your mind, and feel instant peace. But in reality, that's not how it works. Meditation is about practicing awareness, about noticing your thoughts without getting caught up in them, It's about observing your mind as it wanders and gently guiding it back. The goal is not to stop your thoughts. That's impossible. The goal is to learn how to be with them, how to allow them to come and go without getting attached to them. The more you practice, the easier this becomes. And over time, you'll notice that you're less likely to get overwhelmed by your thoughts in everyday life, too. One of the most powerful things meditation can teach you is patience. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want results, and we want them now. But meditation teaches you to slow down, to stop expecting immediate results, and to be patient with yourself. Meditation is not about instant fixes. It's about the gradual, gentle changes that happen over time. It's about learning to be kind to yourself, to accept where you are, and to keep going even when it feels like nothing is happening. Trust that over time, these little moments of stillness, these moments of awareness will start to add up. You'll begin to notice that you're calmer, more focused, and more in tune with your emotions. Now, let's talk about how to make meditation a regular part of your life. It's easy to say you'll meditate, but it's harder to actually make it happen. Life gets busy, distractions pop up, but the key is to make meditation a priority, to set aside time for yourself every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. It doesn't have to be long. A few minutes of focused breathing can make a huge difference. And consistency is key. It's not about meditating for hours on end. It's about building a daily habit, a routine that becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. When you commit to showing up every day, even if it's just for a few minutes, you'll begin to notice the benefits. You'll start to feel more grounded, more at peace with yourself. But how do you deal with distractions? In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Our phones are constantly buzzing. Our to-do lists never seem to end. It's easy to get lost in the chaos. But here's the secret. Create space for yourself. Find a quiet spot where you can be undisturbed. If you live with others, let them know that this time is for you and that you need some peace and quiet. This is not selfish, it's necessary. You need this time for yourself. And when you make it a priority, when you set boundaries and create a space where you won't be disturbed, your meditation practice will flourish. Also, remember that distractions are normal. Your mind will wander. You'll think about your work, your relationships, or even what you're going to have for dinner. And that's okay. The goal is not to force your mind to be empty. The goal is to gently bring your attention back to your breath, to your body, to the present moment, whenever you notice your thoughts drifting away. Don't judge yourself. Don't be hard on yourself for getting distracted. It's all part of the practice. In the end, meditation is not about achieving something specific. It's not about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming more of who you really are. It's about finding peace and calm in the midst of the chaos. It's about learning to sit with yourself, to be comfortable with your thoughts, to allow your emotions to flow without judgment. It's about accepting yourself exactly as you are, without trying to change anything. So, as you start this journey, remember that it's okay if things don't go perfectly. Remember that it's okay to struggle. Remember that meditation is not about getting it right. It's about showing up, being present, and trusting the process. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. And that's enough. Every time you sit down to meditate, you're doing something powerful. You are choosing to take a moment for yourself, to reconnect with the peace that's always been within you. So take a deep breath and let it out slowly. You're already on the right path.